everybody. Happy Sunday. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Mine's been a bit of a mixed bag today so far, not going to lie. That's why we're coming to y'all a little bit late today. Um, when the world gives you lemons, make lemonade. So that's what we're trying to do. And I have learned an important lesson today on being ahead of the game today. But that said, hope everyone's having a great Sunday. I'm looking forward to this week. I think we have a lot of great content coming for y'all, even if it wasn't exactly what was planned for this week and having to juggle things around. That said, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, by the way, everybody that's watching live, because I know that Tony Boydell is there in the Peanut Gallery, which seems appropriate considering tomorrow, Monday at noon Eastern, 1700 UTC, 1800 CET. He, being Tony Boydell, who runs Surprise Stare Games, they published the game that we're going to be featuring for our lunchtime with Heavy Cardboard, which is The Cousins War. Looking forward to getting that to the table and bringing that to y'all, continuing the lunchtime series most weeks on Mondays, as it were. So that's what we have coming up on Monday. So looking forward to that. And then on Thursday, and this is where the juggling had to become. So the original plan was to bring you guys the review of Teotihuacan, but unfortunately, it's not available. It's not going to be, we're not going to be able to record it in time. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to bring a normal episode this week. And I feel bad about that. However, hopefully next week makes up for it, because this week we're going to do what we were going to do next week. So we're just flip-flopping weeks. Kind of, sort of. So this week we are bringing y'all Reef Encounters, the first impression, which is a kind of misnomer, because let's face it, I really like Reef Encounter. I've played it a handful of times, not a ton, but a handful. But I haven't played it in what is now a couple years, and I kind of want to give a first impression after a couple of years, as well as why I enjoy this game and why it's our game of the month. So I'm going to be bringing that both to the podcast as well as to the YouTube channel. So look for that on Wednesday for the YouTube channel, Thursday for the podcast. And I'll talk more about the podcast here at the end of all of this. That said, on Friday, we have our live stream, full teach and playthrough at 1900 Eastern, midnight UTC, 0100 CET for our game of the month, which is Reef Encounter, and I am super stoked for this. I am really, really excited. The rule book is not the best on this one, so I think that having the teach be available for folks, I hope will lower that barrier to entry for some folks and be able to get it to the table. This has been, Reef Encounter has been a, not a thorn in my side, but folks have wanted to see this on the show and hear about it on the podcast for years. I haven't had co-hosts that were super keen on this game, so didn't happen. Well, it's happening now, and I'm really excited to bring that to y'all. So hopefully you guys also are looking forward to that. So Friday at 1900 Eastern Standard Time. Then on Saturday, well, people ask, I try and listen. So let's do a little solo wargaming, shall we? So Saturday at 1000, it's early, I understand, but it's Saturday. So Saturday at 1000 Eastern Standard Time, 1500 UTC, 1600 CET, we have a full teach and playthrough of Cruel Necessity from Victory Point Games. Thought that was a cool way to start that out. So I hope you guys are excited about that. I'm looking forward to bringing it to y'all. It's going to be a little weird that playing and then trying to interact with chat, but we're gonna make the best of this. I'm looking forward to it, and it's a good way to go ahead and start the weekend. So that said, that's what we have coming for this week. Now let's go ahead and look forward a little. If you guys haven't seen the calendar on heavycardboard.com, I recommend going and checking that out. And as I have mentioned before, the calendar very much is a soft schedule, meaning things are in flux until they're announced on this show. And they became in flux today at about 1:36 p.m. So it happens. So that's why I say it tries to give you guys an idea as to what's coming up, but not a definitive look. That said, if we can bring the Teotihuacan episode to y'all next week, we will do so. If not, the plan is to finally, and I feel like this is a long time in coming, the latest installment of the top 50 of all time of yours truly of right now. And we're going to try and include, since I don't have a co-host directly for the show, I thought it would be fun to do a top 50 of all time of right now of the herds. So I'm going to need your guys' help with that. So we're going to figure out a way to collate all that data, but I need your guys' top 50. So putting y'all to work. So this way we can record it by this time next week. So help me out with that. It's going to be over in the guild number 2044 on BGG. I'll be posting about that later on today. So be thinking about it. And I assure you, if you've never tried to do one of these, it's going to be far harder than you think it is. But it should also be an eye-opening and fun experience. So hopefully you guys join me with that. So next week, the podcast will come with a full episode. Either the top 50 of all time of right now, mine and, well, y'all's, or Teotihuacan. And then after that, we're going to be recording our full review of Feudum. And then after that, we're going to be recording our review of Space Corp. And then after that, we're going to be recording our review of, oh yeah, that's right, Reef Encounter. So the episodes will be as normal. So I just scheduling hiccup. And like I said, my goal is to try and get a week ahead of things so that this doesn't happen in the future. My apologies for that. The small council, Rob in particular, has been telling me about it for months. And, well, it finally bit me in the butt, so I apologize, y'all. But here we go. Hopefully you guys are excited about this week. I'm excited about this week. And I'll be honest, I'm excited to hear about the top 50 from y'all's point of view, as well as to revisit mine and see what all's changed. So it should be a good time. That said, thanks for joining me. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning with the Cousins War. Oh, you know what? There's one other really big piece of news I forgot to tell y'all. Well, I told y'all, but... oh, God, that's heavy. This right here, latest piece of kit. That's the compressor. Not for these mics, but for the studio mics. So now all that me, Jess, Martin, and all us loud folk, hopefully, won't be so loud to y'all anymore. So we're going to get that installed and hooked up for later on this week as well. So that said, have a good one, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for the Cousins War. Take care, everybody.